I'm doing a canapé party for an old darling friend of mine, Aubrey. He's a massive character, he's a massive food fan, he's very critical of what he eats, and he never ever disappoints in telling you exactly what he thinks about your food. We're gonna kickstart tonight's less is more canapé selection with some macaroni cheese, crisp on the outside, soft on the inside, rolling into some lamb koftas, cooling tzatziki, pork belly with sharp, sweet celeriac remoulade, finishing off with death by chocolate brownies and blueberry ice. First up today, before I go out, get a couple more bits and bobs to finish this off. I'm gonna get some canapés ready. Now canapés, it's not something I like doing really, I'm not gonna lie to you. But this is for a very special friend of mine. I'm gonna make a very simple macaroni cheese. My mom is the queen of macas. We used to call it macas. She puts bacon and onion in hers. Keep this one plain. As a base of the macaroni cheese, a cheese sauce, classic. Butter, flour, makes a roux. Equal amounts of butter and flour. I've made this a few times, so I don't need to weigh it out. Your opportunity with canapés is to capture people in one bite. Butter is melted, flour goes straight in. Just forming the base of your roux here. Of course, you want to be cooking your flour out. You don't want your cheese sauce or any sauce at the end to have any sort of floury texture or messy the taste of flour. But the only way to get rid of that, by cooking it out, not long, 2-3 minutes. Straight in with some salt right now at the beginning. Pepper straight in as well. I want quite a nice fine grind on this pepper, nothing too heavy. Milk goes straight in. We're looking for quite a thick cheese sauce here. And again, just control your heat. It's quite simple. Just keep moving it around. My mum was an amazing cook. She's a huge inspiration. Amazing baker. I don't think I've ever seen my mom mess up one recipe. And some cheese. My favorite hot sauce in there as well. Just gives it a bit of bite. Bit of that in there. Also gives it a nice color. When cooking for canapé parties, the major thing is thinking ahead, making something like this, setting it in the fridge, having it there ready, almost crossed off your list. Mac and cheese is setting, takes about 3 hours. Got a few more things to pick up, just gonna pop out. On Clure Street, there's a butcher, a baker, and all we need is a candlestick maker. Clure Street's very much a street for Cape Townians. You know, you've got your Long Street and your Bree Street and your Camps Bay Strip for all the tourists. I feel that it's in the heart of Cape Town and it's the heartbeat of Cape Town. Part of my daily routine is feeding myself before I start any major preparation for the evening. Before I get the rest of my prep done for the day. Mediterranean style cooking. Beautiful chorizo. Firm favorite of a different client of mine called Earthy-Sweet, who owns an amazing game farm called the Orbo. We always end up making lots of these in the game farm. We're gonna do it with a slight twist today. Normally make these with a flour tortilla, something like that. I'm gonna do that today with a gluten-free pizza base. It's quite nice. You gotta follow the trend sometime. Don't need too much oil when cooking with chorizo. A large amount of fat in there. Not going too fine on this onion, quite chunky. The chorizo is actually cooked already. Doesn't need to cook again in terms of It's not raw, but as that heat's hit that paprika and that garlic on the inside, releases all its Mediterranean flavors. Garlic's always friendly in this. And again, not being too poncy about it. Straight in. Give this dish a little bit more body. We're gonna add some chickpeas to it. Wash and drain your chickpeas. Nice thing here. Pop some cumin into your chickpeas. You can hear them almost like pop, pop, pop. It's almost like little chorizo popcorn. So take some cream cheese and slightly just mix it up. Tiny bit of cumin. It's quite simple. Straight on with the next one. I can do with a little bit more cheese, I reckon. Paper towel down, or a cloth, or anything, whatever you like to use to drain. Of course, a very big dish for one. It's very much more of a couple of mates round. Knock one of these up. I like my eggs really crispy on the bottom, really soft in the middle. I go straight down. It's extremely hot, but it's best eaten straight out the pan. Beautiful. Next up on our list for Mr. Aubrey's Canapé party is a lamb kofta. Over here, some beautiful braised lamb. Another beauty of Canapé is sometimes you get to use up leftovers as well. Middle Eastern flavors on this one. Onion, some raisins. Soak these raisins in some warm water. They don't need to soak for too long. A couple of minutes max. All I've got here is the liquid that the lamb was braised in, the natural gelatine. I'm gonna bind that lamb back up again when we roll it up. Just getting the bulk of the water off these. Just gonna run your knife through them. Doesn't matter if there's the odd little chunk of raisin, quite nice. A little nugget of sweetness running through the lamb. Take a pan over to the board. Some cumin, yet again. Get that nice and toasty. Thinking one step ahead as well, always. Making brownies later. Keep your chocolate on a little simmer over there. Little dip with the lamb, some tzatziki. Enemy number one when making tzatziki is always the moisture in the cucumber, so you want to drain some of the water out. Strain your cucumber juice. Very healthy for you. So very good. So that comes straight out. Just full fat yogurt straight in there. It's cooling. There's gonna be some heat from the lamb. So you really just want that cool cucumber, cool yogurt. Makes the perfect dip. Straight into the lamb. We're just looking to sort of moisten it slightly. We don't want it too saucy. Hot handle. Sizzle, sizzle. Nice bit of color on them. So where you want to sort of really get in there, break it down a bit, pull it apart, pull and press, pull and press. Grab yourself some cling film, non-perforated cling film, obviously. And just roll these out. You can freeze these as well. They'll last ages in your freezer. Getting all the air out, most important thing here. It's all set up in the fridge. I'm gonna crumb these when they set and then fry them up later. Okay, one of my favorite vegetables, the celeriac. Basically the bulb that celery grows out of. Amazingly versatile. Basically tastes a lot like celery without all that stringiness in your mouth. And it's a lot earthier, which is quite nice. What we're gonna do today is serve it raw. But in order to do that, we've got to slice it very, very finely. Grab our old friend, the mandolin. Cut this in half. See inside there? Nice white flesh. What you want to do to keep your things together. We're going to serve this with a pressed pork belly. Braise the pork belly overnight. Put it in between 2 trays. So this is pressed in the fridge under the weight of some full wine bottles. Of course, full wine bottles are a lot better than empty ones, especially for later. Your pork belly, as you can see, all this jelly congeals. Keep this all, don't throw that away, it's all goodness. And then you can just pull off any bits of excess fat. Of course, you want some fat in there. That goes into a nice clean tray for transportation. Back into the fridge, back to the celeriac. Some cultured cream through there. Grey mustard, straight in. What we've got here is that the pork belly is so intense that we really just want this to sort of cool it down slightly, give it a bit more of an edge. Nice little well-balanced canapé. Just a bit of lemon juice, tiny bit of acidity. Whole eggs for the brownie mixture. Some recipes call for half egg white, half egg yolk. I always use whole eggs in mine. Brown sugar straight in. A little bit of vanilla powder if you like. Melt your butter and your chocolate together. Got our dry ingredients here. A little bit of flour, some cocoa powder, tiny bit of baking powder as a raising agent. Always with your chocolate, of course. Tiny bit of salt never goes amiss, accentuates the chocolate flavor. Easiest way to sieve your dry ingredients. Take a piece of parchment paper, take your sieve. And all you do is pick it up. Chocolate straight in. As you can see, texture there. Grab yourself a lined tray, parchment paper, tiny bit of flour. Want these nice and gooey, obviously, so looking at about 40 minutes at about 180. Leave them in the tray, transport them in the tray, chop them up, and watch people enjoy them. In the oven they go. Last but not least, just gonna crumb these little guys. Our macaroni cheese, it's been cut up into little bite-sized blocks. I'm just gonna run it through some flour, some eggs, some breadcrumb, so we can deep fry later. I really want to get there in time to serve these canapés as the sun's going down and let in the evening just flow on. Me and Aubrey became friends, I think almost even the second I saw him on Come Dine With Me. I thought to myself, This guy seems like a right character to be around. One of the easiest things to make for any Canapé party is a beautiful homemade mayonnaise. Start with the egg yolks, mustard in. Now eliminate all those fears of splitting and curdling. When you see this, it's like magic. Olive oil straight in. I've got a jalapeno oil I can use here. It's gonna go straight in with the white wine vinegar. And then it's really just, it's not your conventional really thick mayonnaise, more like a sort of little vinaigrette that we're gonna use in the plate.
What are you burning?
How are you, sir?
What are you burning?
What am I burning?
I know you're in the bloody nonsense.
Look at that. That matches your scarf, doesn't it?
What are you doing? How are you?
Good,
Nice to see you.
You well?
What are we having?
An assortment of delicious little Canapé bites.
What can I help?
No. I think you must grab a glass of wine, my friend. Enjoy yourself.
Wonderful.
And we'll see you now. We'll have the first course out very soon.
Just now. Wonderful.
Aubrey's always a joyous character. Fun to be around. Amazing cook, actually. Very, very good cook. Long history of restaurants and hotels and all sorts of luxuriousness. He's a very bold, brass character. Always likes to speak his mind. He'll be the first to tell you if it's really good. He'll also be the first to tell you if it's really bad. One thing out the way. One of the important things when you're at Canapé parties is to keep your guests fed at a nice sort of rate. I like to start with the vegetarian ones first. So little macaroni and cheese croquettes. We're gonna take the mayonnaise we just made, bottom of your plate, tiny bit of olive oil in there, just glisten it up a bit. A little more salt, more pepper, a couple of baby leaves. Everything we deep fry comes out of an excess amount of oil, always straight with paper towel. That paper towel absorbs any excess. Final little flourish. There we go. If there's one thing at a Canapé party that's going to be a surefire hit, it's definitely deep-fried macaroni and cheese. Yeah, there we go.
Delicious. Don't offer them.
I'm gonna put this plate down.
Oh wow. What is it?
So it's carbs and carbs.
It's carbs.
Macaroni and cheese croquettes with a little jalapeno mayonnaise on the bottom.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I don't care anymore.
Pressed pork belly, got rid of any excess fat. Really, literally, big pieces of bacon is what we're looking for. Nice hot pan. Little barbecue glaze that we made. Just to make it really nice and sticky. That sort of stick to your ribs sort of food. Turn off any excess. Celeriac. Fresh, sharp, crisp. These cresses become very, very popular these days. They're really just there to, just catch that first glimpse of your eye. Pork belly and celeriac remoulade.
Okay.
For you, sir.
Thank you very much. It looks marvelous.
When I give it someone's got to hold his wine, you know what I mean?
That's marvelous. Absolutely marvelous.
Evening, chef. How are you doing? What have you got here then?
Koftas.
We didn't get
Tzatziki and koftas.
Oh, nobody offered me that.
Well, it's only coming up now, my friend.
Well, cook some.
Exactly, let's go. You can put them in.
Is the oil
The oil is temperature.
How do you know?
I know, I stuck my finger in it.
Come on, let's see it again. But I mustn't just
No,
throw
go for it. Yeah, chuck them in.
How many should I put in?
As many as you like. Not too many, though. We don't want to cool the oil down.
It's
And there we go. Down. And come over here, sir.
wonderful. Masterclass.
A little...
Now, tell me the story about the shape, which you all fantastic chefs do.
Well, I think someone dropped something on a plate and then smeared it.
Genius. Let's see what's going on with that.
Exactly. How are we looking now?
How long do you put them in for?
Until they're brown.
I think that's perfect.
Super.
We have
Straight
it.
out.
That looks good, chef. Well done. Well done. That looks marvelous.
Good.
You can still cook. I'm delighted. Come, give me the thing. Marvelous.
Go for it.
See you just now. I'll bring you
sir.
some wine.
Super.
Right. Who's having some food?
What
I want some lamb koftas. Come on. I cooked them myself.
One of my favorite things to serve at the end of a Canapé party. I mean, it's a classic. Everyone's had a good brownie. Everyone's had a bad brownie. I like to serve mine just with a little instant frozen yogurt, frozen berries, straight in, super quick. Brownies are warming in the oven, already portioned. Good double cream yogurt. Something for the adults. You know, a bit of pot still brandy in there. Really wants to be eaten straight away on top of a really nice warm brownie. More and more and more layers of flavor. Of course, it's quite fresh and cooling. The trick here is try to get it out as fast as possible. You want to eat them straight away.
Which one's mine?
That one.
Okay, perfect. Oh my God, so it's going to dribble all over me.
No, get involved. Yeah, I'm never going to put Nutella in, I promise you.
Wow.
Massively successful evening. Everyone happy, everyone joyful. Lots of full tummies, beautiful setting, beautiful people, and a lot of fun.